Hey there, folks. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Rested the whole day and I've been just napping, medication, food. You guys know if you're not aware, I'm not really all that well due to weather changes, extreme heat and all that. I caught some really bad fever and body ache, flu and all that. But I'm a bit weak, but I'm on the recovery mode. So I'm still trying to do whenever I'm feeling a little bit better, a little bit energetic. I'm not really energetic, as you can tell from my voice. I'm not even like 30% of my usual self. But when I feel like I can speak, this is what I really love to do. As I told you, I'd like to do reviews. So today I have two videos I plan to do, not three. Both of them gonna be very special to me. Very first one, I'm going to do individual review. I don't have a full packaging of it or full bottle. I'm sorry about that, but I do have a travel atomizer, and a very big thanks to my dear brother Tanzi Shuvo bhai, who is owner of Fragrance BD. Also, he's multi-talented person. He's a musician. He's a doctor. He has a lot of talents. He can take pictures. Excellent photographer and an excellent person, human being inside. So they are two brothers, Panto bhai and Shuvo bhai. I always like to mention these because they are some of my best friends in Bangladesh. So we had a meetup in last month or so, or before. I actually should have done this review long time back, but I actually got caught into that loophole of buying too many perfumes to review to create content. Sometimes that gets into like you really go crazy. So I sort of like lost track of what are the things that I have to review. So I'm trying to try to finish them. So the travel atomizer that I was talking about, this is a very special one. I'm pretty sure it didn't look like this, and he said he got it done by an artist. And this is the travel atomizer, very heavy. These things itself, they cost like $80 or so. I forgot how much it was, 80 or $800 or something like this. Atomizers. These are very heavy metallic ones. Inside, I'll show you the presentation. And these are travel atomizer. I don't know how much ml juice is in there. Let me take out the bottle. I'll show you the name of the perfume. I think this is very rare to find, discontinued or rare to find 2017 version, or I forgot exactly. But I review Straight to Heaven. This is Straight to Heaven Extreme. Okay. And there's this amount of juice left. He treasures this. So I just sprayed only once. And before this, I tested once on my skin. So this is very potent fragrance. If you actually love boozy perfumes, definitely give it a try and keep watching. One other thing I need to mention before I start this review is that by Kilian is a very expensive niche house, okay? And their bottles are not cheap because they use really high class presentation. They make fragrance for celebrities. So at times I do say some Kilian fragrances are worth it. Some of them are not. Like for me, Angel Share is worth it. What is worth it to you? It depends. It varies from people to people. It's very subjective. But I did not say all the by Kilians I like. Some of the Kilians, I get confused by Kilian. It's actually supposed to be just Kilian. But Tanzi Shuvo bhai, the person who lent me this fragrance, and many other, they send me samples and all that. He is the biggest fan of this house. He has everything, almost everything from this house in big, flacons and all that. So he is the biggest fan of this house. So full respect to him for that. So let me show you actually. I opened Fragrantica here. This is how that bottle looks. I think this bottle looks really nice. Typical of the by Kilian, and it has a golden cap. Okay. And they mentioned the year release was 2017. The notes are rum, Virginian cedar, vanilla, dried fruits, patchouli, nutmeg, amber, musk, and jasmine. So tell you one thing, this kind of fragrance, like if you know Baraonda, okay, that boozy perfume from was that house called Nasamato, or I actually have Noir Fonts. I forgot the name. One of our brothers' creation niche perfume house. They also have an impression on Straight to Heaven. So Straight to Heaven actually can find many clones. At the same time, you can find many similar fragrances in the market from designer niche side, since it's so popular. And original one, Straight to Heaven, it is bit too boozy for our condition. Like Bangladesh has high heat and humidity, so it's not really ideal condition to rock that. Even in winters, I think you need very good cold weather to rock this kind of boozy rum based fragrances because they're so strong. And it's a dried fruit is very nice. The idea of dried fruits is a sweetness, but it's the you can think of like a nice leather like pouch or a jacket or a belt soaked in rum, the booze. And that's the smell, intensified smell. Even like pure malt is like a baby in terms of when you compare between Straight to Heaven and pure malt. Pure malt is so much sweeter. Also got fruits, but a lot more sweeter. But Straight to Heaven, it's kind of like a, for me, it's a daring fragrance. Okay, it's not for everybody's taste. I have a fragrance right there. If you see at the back, I think you can see there's a fragrance called Kute. Okay, right behind the Dunhill. I'm sorry, I'm a bit messy nowadays, putting one after another. But Kute is a fragrance similar to Baraonda. So Baraonda and Kute, if you like this fragrance, but the price is very expensive. I believe at least 2-3 times more, because these are 50 ml bottles. So enough of that. Really like the Atomizer, what he did. I think this represents Bangladesh flag, and he's very proud of it. He said, do not lose this, brother. So I kept it in my drawer very carefully. So what you get from this, let me tell you. Longevity, first of all, on my skin, it wears. Longevity is crazy. If you put it on your shirt, 7 days after you hang it on your cupboard, you can smell it. Okay, so performance is crazy. Projection, huge. Like, people far away from you, they can detect it. Let's just say 10 in both categories. Scent trail, if you set somewhere wearing this fragrance, it will leave like a nice little scent trail or sillage, whatever you say. Like, if you leave the place, it will still stay there. If you set on a sofa, it will capture some of your fragrance. I don't know how, okay, but it will. So this has that property. So it's very beastly performer, okay. The smell, it's really for mature noses, I would say, not beginners. Some beginners will say, I do not like Bentley for many intents. I do not like David of Leather Blend. You won't like this as well. I'm not saying they're the same, but that booziness, that out there, like the fragrance out there, so bold. This is a bold fragrance, okay? If you are wearing leather jacket, this, and if you're somewhat wearing a hat, or like a cap, you're just going out there, nice leather jacket dude with the denim jeans and nice boots. This is the fragrance I see. Kind of like a bad boy vibe. At the same time, he has a little bit of rough, like beards, like not really properly trimmed, or he's a very masculine and, like a rugged man. That kind of man I see wearing. And this person perhaps doesn't need like a lot of buddies, like Dior Sauvage, think of it like a nice little friendly atmosphere, friends, chrome. Those are like father figure. This fragrance is kind of distinguished, something. I really feel Johnny Depp, I have massive love and respect. He's my favorite actor. But Dior Sauvage doesn't really go with his character for me. He's the face, that's why it's selling a lot. But Dior Sauvage doesn't really describe Johnny Depp for me. It's an unpopular opinion. And I really feel this fragrance, or fragrance like, let's say, it's my personal opinion only. Do not judge me. Let's say John Varvatos, John Varvatos' Dark Rebel Rider. Caribbean, like Pirates of the Caribbean. This, like, like when people said Zino Davidoff, it's his signature scent. I buy that, So this fragrance, it describes Johnny Depp so well. If you like Johnny Depp, you like this fragrance. It reminds me of the movie called The Rum Diary. Or is it just Rum Diary? Think one of those names, like the or without the the. Without the the. So, sorry. Extremely potent fragrance, and you can wear this for your date, nights out, clubbing, jazz club. You will not smell totally unique, but one difference, with that key difference, I feel perhaps they put oud in this. I don't know what was the last note. It's a bit different. It's more intensified than original one. It's less sweet. They put nutmeg, musk. I don't see anything, but perhaps there is a leather somewhere. It's just a very good solid fragrance, but I don't know exactly how much this goes for, but interesting fragrance. Is it a 10 out of 10 for me? If you ask for value, what you're paying versus what you're getting, I think if you like a performer, this is a performer. But at the same way, Kute, unique luxury, extremely long lasting. It's similar to that. So if you want more value, you can try the Kute, but to experience the full body of a fragrance that the Kilian did, this is the fragrance you're gonna try. The original one also was beast mode. This one also is beast mode. So overall, this fragrance, Shuvo is personal favorite. He loves this a lot, and I think he has some more left. This is a winter beauty. In summertime, versatility is kind of poor. I wouldn't say more than 5, because you need cold weathers to rock this. You cannot wear this in high heat. You'll smell like a kind of animalic in the high heat. Let's just leave it like that. I'll say in a civilized way. Same way CH Man Privia works. Doesn't work in high heat. Works beautifully in cold weathers. So overall, this fragrance, I'm giving it a solid 8.5 out of 10. And I'm actually sorry I couldn't show you the full presentation, but these atomizers are really nice. It comes with also magnet. You can carry these, but quite heavy. Your pant will start slide down if you are a bit loose in the waist. So that's the fragrance. Give it a try. This is the review for me, and I have one more video coming up where I'm going to talk about 10 fragrances which I have good memories with. Just a reel back or something like it. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care.